Okay, yes, Andy Graham. I'm in Lomé, Togo, West Africa. It's April 2014. I can't tell you what day or date it is because I just can't concentrate that way anymore. Joe H. He's asked a couple questions before. He wants to know. I don't know where he's from. I think he's an American. Who are your mentors and inspirations? My mentors are Emery Spade, a.k.a. Buster Spade from Moreland, Indiana. He's dead. An excellent man. I worked as a farmhand for him for about 12 seasons. Just a stand-up guy. He was something to beat. My father actually worked as a farmhand for him too. Buster was one of these millionaire farmers that was just a great guy, and he had 3 or 4 crew work hands that worked with him, and we would bale hay commercially. So what we did is we baled about 650 tons of hay and took it to a mushroom farm where they made it into things. So he was one of my mentors. He was a man that never lied to me and never, well, you know, nobody's perfect, but I mean, you knew when he talked to you that he wasn't trying to be mockery, he wasn't trying to be clever, he just tried to do it. My grandfather Fleck, Sam Fleck, dead also, was one of my mentors, and he helped me to explore my mechanical side. I'm an extremely mechanical person, and my father's not. So we would go, you know, tear apart motors and things like that together, and rewire things and things like that. So he was one of my mentors from a mechanical point of view. Okay, John Roussel of Roussel Concrete in Fort Wayne, Indiana is got to be one of the most intelligent, brilliant mechanical minds on the planet I've ever met in my life. This guy, to beat him, I've only beat him one time, and he just grunted and ignored me when I beat him on something mechanical. I think I'm on the same level as him. He's just has more money. He had a lot of money. He made all his equipment for concrete, so he would invent tools. He taught me how to be innovative. All these guys taught me how to be innovative. Okay, inspirations. I have writers that inspire me to travel. Wilbur Smith inspires me to travel. I love his books. They're woven together. I mean, Tom Clancy inspires me. I really have trouble reading Warren Buffett, but Warren Buffett has given, you know, I tried to listen to one of his books or something. I even went to Omaha. I went there and knocked on his office and basically got blown away that, hey, you don't have an appointment. And I said, how do you get an appointment with Warren Buffett? And they go, call the publicist. It's just bullshit. But I think my publicist has to call his publicity, and it's got to be the big one, whatever. But I wanted to talk with Warren Buffett, because Warren Buffett said things like, use your inner scorecard. I guess I would say Bill Gates is an inspiration. Bill Gates has, you know, in the book The Road Ahead, he said the internet's asynchronous, and I don't have to be online at the same time as them. Now, he says some things that are really, really insightful towards the future, and he won't be understood for 30 years. So, yeah. But he's kind of goofy acting, and so is Warren Buffett, so they don't, you know. But they're inspiring to me. I have movies, Somerset Maugham, which is an amazing... There's a bunch of rogue travelers that traveled around in the I'm trying to put them on a graph. Got Hemingway, Somerset Maugham, Aldous Huxley, F. Scott Fitzgerald, bunch of, I call them the Rogue Boys. They were traveling around before before we had the internet, right? And they were writing books and whatever. Somerset Maugham wrote a story or book called The Razor's Edge, and I've watched it, both the 1940s version and I've watched the Bill Murray version, and the ability to take an illusion and wrap it up, and destroy an illusion is, see, what writing does, what we all have is illusions, and somebody that can inspire me is the one that can take in a polite way and destroy my illusions and demystify it and bring it down to a level I can understand. Do I have anybody right now presently alive that I really, really respect on a one-on-one basis? Humans, most of the modern people seem to always be trying to do things clever. Well, see, like Buster Spade and my grandfather tried to do things, they tried to work. My father was not my mentor, but he was an example of stability. He was rock solid. My mother is rock solid. I don't find that much in any of my friends that are my age, under, say, 55, or they seem to be flaky, and they don't get up every day at the same time. They kind of take pride in going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, staying up all night, playing with their mouse. They don't see that stability is a good thing, and honesty and straightforward is a good way to live. So when you don't have respect for somebody, it's hard to call them a mentor. Oh, I forgot. I got the 2 Thoreaus. Henry David Thoreau is by far one of my biggest mentors, but he's dead, right? And I just read his book. I have read, not his books, but I read the Civil Disobedience in Walden at least 6 or 7 times. Paul Thoreau, the 2 Thoreaus, Paul Thoreau is one of my favorite writers because he does he takes away my illusions, like Wilbur Smith. But I should, any way you do it, I quote Henry David Thoreau all the time. I don't quote Paul Thoreau, but Paul Thoreau, I would do anything. I mean, if this guy would give me a 10-minute interview, I would fly to Hawaii and talk with him. I don't know how to get past his publicity courses and all this stuff. I mean, these guys, you don't understand it. These guys could set up an impossible path. You would think a guy like Warren Buffett would have a system where he culls out and goes through, at least lets me be in the queue where I could somehow have a chance. But they don't even give you a clue on how to get through their system. And a lot of these guys don't give you a clue on how to get to them. I mean, how do I jump through the hoops to see Paul Thoreau? I don't know. I can't figure it out. I sit on the internet, chased it down, tried to figure out exactly where it was. Thought I would just go to Hawaii and sit around for a month or two, waiting to accidentally run into it. But it's tough. I probably have to go to a lecture on him and then walk up afterwards, which I don't even, I'm not in America. I don't know when these things happen. It's hard to monitor these things.